Hello and welcome to Summer Sparkling Good Time. So, first and foremost, two little disclaimers. Number one, I'm sorry for the glare, but my eyes are too bad to see this, what I'm going to be showing you today, without having the ring light on for my own vision. Number two, I'm going to put a picture here of what is happening over there. Um, Dip has come inside and is lounging in the bed and is apparently supervising me. So if you hear barks, panting, tail thumping, that is Dip. So just FYI, yeah, I do you big yawn. So what we're gonna be doing, this is Sleeping Beauty by Disney from Diamond Art Club. On this video, you should probably have already figured that out from the thumbnail title. Is I've had a lot of people ask me, how do I prep and section my canvases? So we're gonna go over that. So, um, one of the things I really like about these new perforated covers is the ease in which I can now prep my canvases. I do not use the perforations as is. I've done it, not done it. I prefer not to. But I do like the fact that I can take this the cover and fold it up at the perforation, and it holds it up out of my way while I tape off the canvas. Used to, you'd have to get a cover minder out and hold it back and fight it, and it was not a good time. So I do greatly appreciate that. Now, I have one of these little handy dandy tape measures from Temu. I think I got 3 for something. And what I love about it is I can take it and put the 0 here at the edge and run it right along the edge, and that little bit of sticky overlap will hold it in place. It will hold it for me like this in place. For me then to do my calculations. So in January, I lied. In February, there are 28 days. So I want to prep or section my canvas into 28 sections because I like to do it kind of like a month at a glance style. So I know if I divide these into 28 sections, so 7 by 4, that if I look at the calendar and it says 13, I need to have 13 sections done. Right? Right. Okay. So based on that, this canvas is just shy of 56 centimeters across. So 56 divided by 7 is 8. So what I did is I went through here and I marked at every 8 centimeters, right? Every 8 centimeters, I left a mark. Now, are they exactly perfect? No, but that doesn't matter. Then all I have to do is lift this up. Doesn't hurt my canvas, but I didn't have to fight the tape measure. Now, I also would then, before I prep this sides and cover it, I would come over here and I do the same thing. I lay this along that little overlap of sticky to hold it there. And this one I wanted 4 rows. So it was a 42 and some change. So I just took 42, divided it by 4, and it told me I needed to do them basically every 10 sessions. So I just basically did 10, 20, 30, and this last one's just going to be a little longer. I'm not worried about it. Okay. So there's that. Put that away. So now I have them all marked. I am going to fold these back at the perforation and then just cover up that little bit of sticky now that I don't need it anymore. Don't need it. Now I'm using whiteboard tape. It's super cheap on Amazon. You can get it in lots of colors. I have black, I have white. You can do whatever you want. I tend to use white if it's something, or black, if it's something I tend to think I might want to have framed someday, just so it's unobtrusive. But you can just play around with it. But I just kind of like the more solidness of this. I like the fact that it's thinner. For me, the whiteboard tape does not roll as much as the washi. I had just used the beautiful Simply Gilded washi tape that April sent me to prep daylight, and I forgot how much it curls up on the ends, but I think it's beautiful, but a little bit irritating me. So, but it's beautiful. Trini will probably end up stealing it because it's like this really cute, like pastel tie dye. So I'm like, how long is that gonna stay in my stash, anyways? Because as soon as she sees it, she'll be like, I need this. If I really like it, I normally hide it so she can't find it. So we're just going right along the edges and covering this up. Another one of the reasons I like the thinner whiteboard tape is it does not cover up my symbols on my little legends on either side. Now, I don't always use them, but if I do want to reference them, it makes my life a little easier, and it does not hide as much data on the bottom um, where the copyright information is. Ah, I missed. Let go. I do like the thicker plastic covers. I am quite fond of that. So now, were it a regular month, not February, I would be doing these in 30 sessions. Even on the month with 31, I just do 30. And I would just do the longer side, I would divide by 6, and the shorter side, I would divide by 5. And then that would give me 30 sessions. And that just, for my brain, works out the best. I think that is a dip hair on my canvas. Dip. Don't be moving over there. You're making your hair come on my canvas. You're making your hair come over to my canvas. And when you are laying down your tape of whatever nature you use, you want to make sure that you're not stretching it too much, or it can sometimes make your canvas kind of like pucker, just so you know. That is always a possibility. Okay, hold that back up. Okay, so like I was talking about here, so now when I put this line here, I'm still going to be able to clearly see the size, which is helpful. Which is helpful for me because that's important data for me. Okay. Uh-oh. Are you done watching me? Are you over it, Dip? Dip thinks I'm talking to her and not you guys, because if I'm talking and she's the only other living creature in the room, I must be talking to her, right? Obviously. Obviously. I tend to not film when she's in the house, but the weather's gross. It's like raining and nasty, so I'm like, okay, come on, baby. It's all right. So, and I had to lock the terrorist Jack out because his favorite thing to do is to wait until Dip is like completely relaxed and asleep and then jump up and attack her butt or her tail. He's a little bit of a jerk. He's a lot of bit of a jerk. She's like, he can do no wrong. I'm like, ask Dip about that because I think she would disagree with you. Okay. So now I have it prepped. So now all the sticky that goes up beyond the perimeter is covered, so I don't have to worry about nasty, icky, sticky, gross stuff happening. Now, I'm going to ignore the pink lines, I'm going to ignore the perforation, and I am just going to, there's an air bubble, I felt it. Number one, I'm going to smooth it out because air bubbles make me crazy. Restless much, little one? Okay. So now, my lines going this direction are over here. I will just take my tape And so it needs to be about right there. I'm going to work from, let's start this way. Okay, so there, dip. Where are you going? You going to come visit me? You cannot get up here. Do not try to get up here. And I just go along the rows. Rotate your canvas however you need to rotate your canvas to be able to see. What are you doing? We discussed you were going to be a good girl while I filmed, remember? Remember our discussion? And if you were a good girl, you'd get second brekkie? Oh, second brekkie. Okay, hold please. Okay, I'm back. Apparently she decided that I was too boring and she would rather be outside playing. So she has gone out and we will continue on. And for me, I'm not one of those people who have to have their sections measured out perfectly. I just want a rough estimate and I don't want to fight the tape when I'm working. So if I'm off by a row or two, it's not like perfectly done, that is not going to annoy me. I know there are some people who sit there and measure a lot, and that is perfectly fine if that's how you roll, but I am not making my hobby annoy me. Because that would annoy me. I'm like, I just accepted it in the beginning that I'm like, okay. So I want to start from this one. And when I do it, I don't want it right up next to it. I kind of want it in the middle of the row above where I want to stop. That gives me room to fold the cover back and not have to fight the edge. That's just what works for me. That's what works for me. She's so pretty. I'm so excited. And I'm not even really a big Sleeping Beauty fan, but I just thought the artwork was so pretty. That's so pretty. And I like the fact that it's a smaller size than some of the other ones we've been getting. I was like, some of these are big, big kits. Like, what's it, that Snow White one that's like only a few colors is like massive. I was like, oh. And I say that, and when I was all worried about size when I was ordering, and then the kits that are on their way to me right now are both ginormous. Like, what have I done ginormous? Like, oh no. Okay, so I typically am going to start there, so I want to start from over here on my taping. And I don't know if anyone else is having the same problem I'm having, but like a lot of times my perforated covers are not in perfect alignment with the rows. Like, as you look at this one's worse than some of the others I've had, but I mean, look, on this end, let me cut this real quick. Where are my scissors? There. So on this side, it's on this end, and on this side, it's on this side. I'm like, do you see? So that line is going at an angle. It's not a huge angle, but just enough at an angle where I'm like, Okay. So then, right about here. Nope, something's off. And so this is how I prep my canvases when I say I'm prepping them monthly. And like on February's, I'll do 28 because 28 is quickly and easily divisible by 4 times 7. Um, but otherwise, on most other months, I do 30 because 5 and 6 gives me 30. I done moved myself that one. And so super easy for me to, just look. Just takes a peeksy and see where I is. And that's how I know mid-month, am I on track? Am I not on track? Oh Lord, is the whip graveyard going to get new occupants? That's how I know. And I know that they're not always, that the sections are not the same, like, or square. I mean, like these are rectangles. And this one where I took the extra out, it's going to be a little bit wider. These are going to be longer because I was like, no, I'm not even worried about that 2 centimeters. 2 centimeters is not enough for me to sit here and stress over. It's not. I'm like, of the battles I choose to fight today, that is not it. Like, I want to get these done because I told myself that I cannot place a single drill until I have every single canvas prepped and sectioned for February. And that is my current motivation because what I want to do is say no. But my life will be better in the long run when I do it this way. So a little bit of extra work now for better time later. Okay. Forgot I was filming for a second. Ha! Sorry. I'm just like, how many canvases do I have to prep? So I have this one. I have Rainy Day Mermaid and Burnt Rose to prep. And then I have to, well, I don't have to prep Avatar because there's 14 of the like columns. So I know that if it is the 14th, I need to have 2 columns done. Does that make sense? And so I don't have to like do anything to that because I've already sectioned the months out. So yay there. And then I don't measure my budget kits that I just work on willy-nilly. Those I don't really care at all about. I just randomly do it. But for these that, have such a big role in the channel and that I, do whipping shots for and yada, 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 it's in my best interest to have them prepped and ready. Okay. So this one, Sleeping Beauty, is now ready. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 28 sections. Now, these are bigger sections down here, of course. And then like this is the largest section, but I start here. So typically. And these are a little bit wider, but pretty close. I mean, to me, it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just an average. So if I were to do one section of this each day of February, I will be done on February 28th. So there's that. 1 second. Let me get my next canvas. Let's do. Oy, apparently, we're going to do Burnt Rose because she's right here. So now looking at this one, I'm going to prep this canvas in black tape because that's what's going to be the least conspicuous if I choose to do something with it, like frame it or etc. etc. I'm basically trying to, everybody move, slide this down the back of my desk along the wall. Excuse my ugly face in over here. There. There. So I can get to this area for us. Okay. This is a perforated cover. It's not the one that's marked, but it's perforated, so I'm going to, I bumped the camera, sorry. I'm going to pull up to that line. I'm going to crease it on the line, and I'm going to get my handy dandy tape measure. And this says it's 55.6 by 78.7. In my head, that means it's a 56 by 79. I just round up. But see, if I put this right here, maybe. Do we not have any extra sticky going on down here? There it is. Okay. And that just that little bit of overhang, we'll just grab that for you. My belly is growling. I should have ate before I started filming, but I wanted to play, not eat. And so there, it's there, right? Okay. So Diamond Art Club says this is supposed to be a 55.6. It's a 55-ish. Okay, so I want to divide this in 4 columns. So 56 divided by 4. Oh Lord. Okay, here's my, I'm like, where's my calculator? You're filming. Your phone is in use, dodo head. Okay, calculator is in utilities on this, I think. Yes. Okay, calculator. 56 divided by 4 is 14. So take my pencil. 14 centimeters. It's going to be roughly right there. Okay, 14. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Right about there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Whoa. Shit, see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, right? 14. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay. So those are where my 4 lines are going to be, that direction. Okay. Fold this back so I don't have anything happen to it. Come around the pole for me. Thank you. Oh, I just dropped my tape measure. Okay, pull this out of there. Okay, so then over here, we're going to go ahead and pull this up to the perforation line. We're just going to hold that for me. I dropped my tape measures. Let me grab that real quick. And this is going to need to be probably as long as I can get it. And have the extra sticky hold my tape measure for me. And where I don't want it to be perfect, I don't want it to be goofy off either, if that makes sense. So, okay. And it says this is supposed to be, what? 78 and some change. Yeah, it's basically at 79. And I need this at 7. So I'm probably, what, 7, what did I say it was? It's 79. I'm probably going to do it by, divided by, okay, delete. Ah, shoot, equals. I forgot I have this stupid thing. Okay. It is 79, roughly. But I want to do 7 sessions. So I want to do every 11, right? I don't even have to math that. Where did my pencil go, though? Did I drop my pencil too? I did. Sometimes I'm dumb. Sometimes I'm smart. It is what it is. So here is 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, and then 77 would be here, and we'll just put that little bit at the bottom. Right? Right. Okay. That is so... I'm so happy I figured out just to let it hold it for me, because I do get annoyed. And then you don't have to like take your ruler and move it and move. No, you just let it hold me for me. So now we're going to prep this. And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and probably switch to a time lapse, because we've gone over this. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on if I can think of things to say. So, what do I have to say today? I'm so excited about this canvas. My entire February lineup has my little heart aflutter, you guys. I am moved. I'm like, this is one of the kits I immediately broke my no buy for last year. I was like, nope, own it. And I think there's someone over in Tasmania who saw me unbox this and went and bought it. Or saw it recently and they're like, yeah, no, want that now. And apparently that canvas has taken itself took itself a vacation to get to her. It was crazy. She was saying in the comments of all the places it went. I was like, oh my gosh, to track that one must have been crazy. Oh, I have kits incoming, and I ordered them on the 30th, and they shipped on the 30th, and I was like, what? Excuse me? How you already shipped? Go Dak. I feel like my cover is not as smooth as I want it before I start sectioning. So hold on, let's fix that. So when you feel like you have like maybe like right here, I don't know if you see that, like it's like the canvas is not as flat as the cover. I just pulled back farther than where I think the problem is. Typically go all the way to the middle. Put your canvas on a flat surface, by the way. It does not work so well if you're not on a flat surface where you can be smoothing it out. Let's smooth that out. Yeah. Okay. Oops. Get out of the way. It's one of those as seen on TV. Is that still not flat? Or is it just the way the colors? I don't know. Let's do this side. Hold that. Hold more of that. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm so excited. Like, you guys don't understand. I love Chris Ortega's art. I do. Okay. So now I can continue to prep the canvas now that I'm not worried that when I go to section it, it's going to be all wonky. I was like, no wonky. No wonky, wonky. When you have little bitty short fat fingers. Because I indeed have little bitty short fat fingers. Like when I was married, it was real hard to hold hands because my hands were so much smaller than his. Like all you saw was like the little bitty bit coming out of it. And so I would like make him give me his pinky and I'd hold on to his pinky because that didn't hurt my hand. I'm like, I cannot get these men with big old hands and my little bitty hands. And it's funny because I'm like not a short woman. I am 5'8", but my hands are tiny compared to like the rest of the universe, I feel like. And your little fat sausages. Oh, what else we got going on? So it's supposed to rain here all week. Now, is that really going to happen? Who knows? It's Central California. We could get rain. We could get flooding even. Or we could have, what basically is drizzle for a couple of days. But we don't have rain here the way people have rain in other parts of the country. I have lived in multiple other parts of the country, and it just don't rain the same here. It's like, we're going to make you think it's going to rain, or we're going to flood you. Those are your options. Or you just wanted, to, help everything? No. No. That would be too easy. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm so excited, guys. I'm just going to start diamond painting. Why did I have to tell myself I had to be good and do all this prep work first? Because it makes your videos better. It makes your progress easier to monitor. And you will get lazy and say, oh, I'll do it later. And you will not do it later. You will end up doing willy-nilly sections and not know what is going on. Yeah, I know. But once this is done, my video for tomorrow is already up. I'm doing this on the 1st, you guys. Filming this on the 1st. And my video for the 2nd, the month in review video with y'all slideshow, is already uploaded. Filmed, done, uploaded, whoop. So I just have to do this. So I had to film it while I was doing it. But that does not mean that I have to actually edit and upload. Right? It just means I have to do the filming part. Because however long you see a video on a YouTube channel, you need to think that that creator is probably spending 3 to 4 times that length of time between, maybe even more than that, editing, uploading, thumbnails, yada 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 yada. It is not just the time you see on the timer below. And by the time you guys see our videos, we're about over them. We've already watched them while we're editing and making sure everything uploaded correctly multiple times by the time you see them. And it's like, okay. Okay, over it. Don't want to anymore. And then by the time, like for me, I upload stuff early and then just have it all scheduled to go out. Like I'll spend an entire day filming and editing and just put up tons of videos that are all scheduled to go out within like the next week. And so then you guys go in and comment, and I'm like, what the heck did I ask? What prompted that? So then I have it dumb and I have to go figure out what I said that day. Because by the time you watched it, it's been normally a couple of days for me. And I'm like, I don't even know what I asked. And probably the fact that I have so much content does not help that either. I'm like, is that the video I talked about this or the video I talked about that? Who knows? Ugh. And yes, I know I have a stain on my shirt. I still haven't figured out what I've done. But it is what it is. And I still like the sweatshirt. It has the pockets on the hoodie of this. So like the little kangaroo pouch zip up on both sides. And I really like that because my stuff don't fall out if I'm running and going. I'm really thinking about getting those table clamps that Bella Art de Nicole is selling. Messy Girl Crafts actually showed them on her channel, I think more than once. And Amazon says I have a notification. And I think they might be beneficial. She says she loves hers. So I might invest in a set. Because I was looking at them before and I'm like, but would I like that? Would I like it? But I do get irritated with the canvases dangling down on my legs. So I think I might order a set of those in the next month or so. Look at me talking about spending money when I just told you I spent too much money. What the heck? I don't know if that was this video or the last video. I spent too much money, okay? And apparently, the first weekend of February is supposed to be like expect your money to be gone Diamond Art Club weekend. That's what have been forewarned. I've been forewarned that this weekend, which a lot of people are just like over, is nothing compared to next weekend. And I'm like, what? I did not buy this weekend. I bought before this weekend, but I did not buy any of the new releases this time. There was nothing that I was like, yeah, must have. No, I was good. And I knew I was good, but tell me why I didn't get up and go immediately over just to double check one more time when I got the notification that they were up. And I'm like, Summer, you already looked. You already had this discussion with April. You were not buying this weekend. You are waiting. And I still went and looked. I had to go see and make sure I didn't miss anything. I mean, did I think they were cute? Yeah, but there was nothing that was like, I really, really would be upset if I had to wait to get that. Now, maybe because I bought so much in the very, very recent past, a lot. And these are going to be some big old sections. Big old sections. I mean, because if you've been watching the channel, you've seen that there's been quite a few unboxings. Quite a few. Now, some of those were kits I'd had in my stash for so long, we were not even going to talk about it. And I did the great unboxing weekend just to make sure that everything was kosher and all that good stuff. I'm like, I didn't know what I was going to do if some of them were wrong because they were so old, I don't think I would be saved. Um, but I now know that all my kits in there are good. They came with everything they were supposed to, and all the drills are correct, the canvases are correct, all the quality's good. There is no problems. I still have never been pinked. um, so super excited about that. I was like, yes. But then again, during the major pinking, the Pinkopolis of 2024, I was on that no buy for most of it. So, I I I remain unscathed. Now, I know that I'll probably be buying some stuff that might have been released during that time later, but my wish lists are becoming epically long at multiple shops. But I really need to order that full crystal I want from Shooky darn. Good night. Art and Soul. Because doing a full crystal is on my agenda for the year. So I need to get that. I need to get that ordered. And then I have to buy from some other shops. But there's really a couple at Bella Art Diamonds. I'm like, I need you to come to me now. I don't really. And now I have to make sure that I'm putting money towards my cruise. The diamond painting cruise. I'm so excited. So, like, some of the kits I would have normally bought, I probably won't be buying because I'm like, diamond painting cruise. Bahamas, here I come. I am so excited about that, you guys. Like, I don't even think you understand. And, like, it's a year away, and I'm still like, eek! But it's the whole, I will be on my way back from the Bahamas for my 47th birthday. Yeah, I'll be turning 47 in 2026. Am I gonna finally empty this roll on this canvas? Is it gonna happen? It's starting to make different noises as I unroll it. Oh. Dead. But look, I had this one. This was even older. I had bought these little ones for when the kids were still home, and I had like this giant whiteboard in the hall, so I could keep track of everybody's schedule because I have too many children. And then that's what prompted me one day. I'm like, oh, I wonder what that tape would be like because I had, the stash left over on for doing the canvases because I wanted thinner tape. And it worked. And I'm like, oh, I actually prefer this. Ooh, okay. And so then I got colored because all I had was black from back in the day because I was just trying to give myself a better grid on that ginormous whiteboard because I had a calendar and I had different sections for different people who lived in the house and to know what was going on because it was chaos. My hand is going numb. It's not a good sign. Oh, yeah. Oh, mercy. Oh, good. I'm almost done with this one. Then all I have to do is press Rainy Day Mermaid, and she's smaller. And then it will be time to diamond paint. I don't even know what time it is. I don't know, because I filmed. Well, first thing I did when I woke up this morning was I did the slideshow portion of the video that went out on the first, all your guys' submissions. And then I was kind of lazy for a while, but then I got up and filmed my portion of the month in review. So see, that's how I have this one sectioned. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 by 7, so 28. So filmed that, then did all the editing in there, went and hung out with my mom for a little bit, just to have some fun time with my mommy. And then played with the dog. What else did I do? I don't know. So it's 4:30, and I have not done any diamond painting. None. None. Okay, so this says it's 50.7 by 63.9, so 51 by 64. Make sure you pull your little tape measure out far enough where it's not fighting you when you stick it down. Okay, so it says 50.7. Yeah, about. I think, so 50 divided by 4 is what, 12 and a half? Yeah. Okay. So 12 and a half would be about right here. A half plus is here, plus 12 would be here. That'd be 10, 12 and a half. Yeah, that should be it. Okay. So there's that side. Okay. And it said it's supposed to be what? 63.9? Yeah, that's basically that. Okay. So call that 64 divided by 7? Leave it. 64 divided by 7 is 9.1. So 9 times 7 is, I don't even remember. My brain just said no. 9 times 7 is 64, isn't it? 63. Oh. Yeah. So let's just do 7 centimeters, right? No, 9. 9 centimeters. What is wrong with you, Summer? I don't know. I don't want to do this. I want to diamond paint. That is what is wrong with me. So then a 9 would be the 7. This would be the 6. This would be the 5. This would be the 4. Yeah, that'll work. I'm doing this one in black too because I really like this image, and I might want to do something with it someday. Maybe. I am not someone who, what do they call that? The product diamond painter, where I'm after the finished product. I am a process diamond painter. I just enjoy the process. Like I don't have any grand plans to ever put any of these or all of these up somewhere. I just truly enjoy the process. I think they're beautiful. It's just that'd be a little too blingy for me. There's some, yes, like Steampunk Prowess. I want that one framed and up. And I've had some framed and up in my house before. But that's not how I choose my canvases. That's not how I go about deciding if I'm going to do a canvas, or I typically go into it thinking that I'm doing this for the process itself. I have some people who I have gifted canvases to because they wanted to frame them and hang them. And that's fabulous. I have gifted some canvases where people are converting them into larger craft projects. And when I get some pictures of what I'm talking about, I will share that with you. It'll probably be closer to this summer or fall when that happens. But they've already been gifted to the person who has the plans. So I am having the heck of a time with this black getting it to line up, but I don't even really care. Close enough for government for me. I think I already smoothed this one out. It looks good. I love this image. Oh my gosh, I love this image. No, I have to go to the next one. So now, do you guys just go, like, if it has a perforated cover, do you use perforated cover to do your sections? Are you release paper kind of people? Are you do you section off with tape? If so, what kind of tape? Do you use whiteboard tape? Do you use washi tape? Do you use another kind of tape I'm unaware of? Let me know. I know I saw some people are using just like gift wrap tape. I don't know what you call it. Like, just desk tape with a clear tape to do their edges along, like, the outside edges. I'm like, oh, that's neat. It's tape. It has to, I mean, it looks the same concept, right? I know I've seen people use masking tape as well. And there's people who go all out and have to find the perfect matching tape for their canvas. I'm just like, I like it to like coordinate, but I'm not looking for like the perfect tape every canvas. And a lot of times I prefer the solid to a pattern by far. I mean, I have, we're not going to talk about how much washi tape I have because I was a happy planner girl and a scrapbooker before I was a diamond painter. I have an atrocious amount of washi. That's a scary amount, okay? It's a scary amount. Okay. So I'm going to start from over here because I start from that side. I'm so close to getting to diamond paint. This is a lot of color blocking, especially like for the window frame and stuff. So this one might go a lot faster than I thought. But this is probably going to be a lot of ABs because I'm seeing the number 2. Is 2 an AB? Yes, it is. It is indeed going to be a lot of AB color blocking. I feel like I've done a lot of that recently. Oh, but she's so pretty. And I love the color scheme so much. The color palette of this is just all the happy. Just makes me all kinds of happy. I've been trying to be really careful and not to get too many blue kits since I am working on Avatar throughout the year, and that is a predominantly blue and darker kit. But I apparently have a tendency to choose canvases that are the fall colors, the darks with the blues, and super bright and fun, like Daylight or Fox Wisdom, that kind of cha-cha. Or autumn colors. And I think I said autumn colors, but in case I didn't, autumn colors like this one, or Charleston Charms. And like normally my like decorating preferred color palette is normally like jewel tones or muted jewel tones, I should say. But it does not appear to be the artwork I select. Goodness. Oh, it's so pretty. I think I might start on this canvas first. I don't know. I am super glad that I'm doing all this, even though it's, a little bit of work. It takes up a little bit of time. So then, in the whip parades, we can look and see, is summer on track or is summer lost her dang mind again? Because it could go either way. It could go either way, let's be real. I'm going to have to eat before I diamond paint because my stomach is making noises over here. I hope you cannot hear them. But it's like, excuse me, ma'am. A 100 calorie pastry crisp at 9:30 is not enough, considering it is now 5 o'clock. Yeah, like 5 o'clock. It says, feed me. Does anyone else get involved with diamond painting or whatever their current thing is and just forget that you're supposed to eat? Or is it just me? Then I forget to eat and I'm like, oh, it's like 10:30 at night and I haven't eaten today. And then like I crave all the stuff I shouldn't be eating. Yeah. And that's really not good for me because I'm severely hypoglycemic. And this is probably why my blood sugar is always so low right here. Because I forget to eat. I forget. I'm trying to think, what do I want for dinner? Because it is quite later in the evening. Trinity is gone spending the weekend with her friends. I'm like, what do I want? I could get pizza. Pizza is never the wrong answer for me. Pizza makes me happy. What did I have yesterday for like lunch? Was like my main meal, and I had Starbucks. I had the bacon Gouda and egg sandwich from Starbucks. It is fabulous. It is like my favorite like fast food thing. I'm like, that is what I want, and it's so filling. And the way it's balanced with the protein and the carbs and stuff is, it very seldom pisses off my blood sugar. So, like that. That is a lot of black squares now. It's a lot of black squares. I'm going to go here because of mine. Yep, I figured that would help me keep this alignment pretty easy. Then they threw me off over here. What the heck? What the heck? 2 more rows of tape. 2 more rows of tape. Do I want pizza? I don't know. I don't know if pizza's the way to go today. I don't know. It's been a quiet day because April went with her daughter and her real life bestie on a road trip to a cheer competition. So I've been trying not to message her because I know her busy. And that's her time with her friend. But I'm like, dang. I didn't realize how much we talked every day. But it's a super quiet day now. Buffy has been messaging me though, because hers a good time too. She had questions. So I'm trying to answer her questions. I'm like, I'm sorry I'm filming. And she's like, oh, it's okay, no problem. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, I'm not ignoring you. I'm just doing other things too. Just doing all the things. I hear you. You want back in. I know. Dip has come around to my window and is letting me know she has changed her mind. She would like to return to the inside. I will come get you. Hold on. Most likely she had to go make sure there were no ducks in the yard. And that all was well. The great patroller. There. Ta-da! We're done. Okay. So, all of my canvases, I gotta double check my math because y'all, anyone who's been here for a minute might know. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Aha, they're all good this time, you guys. I did not have one funky. I tend to, when I'm doing this, for some reason, Like if I'm trying to do the 30s, I'll end up with one with 35 sections. And I'm like, what did I do? What did I do? I don't know. These are all done right. Everybody's already kitted up. So now I can diamond paint. Oh, she's so pretty. I'm super excited about this row. So I think I'm going to save that row for last. Is that the middle? It is. So I'll go from here up, then I'll flip it and come from here down, and then I'll do this row last. So this can be my bonbon row. If you watch Lizette Crafting Tales, she always says a certain spot for her final. And that's what I'm going to do for my final on that one. On this one, Miss Burnt Rose by Chris Ortega will probably be this section for my final session. And then I don't know on this one. No idea. Possibly somewhere in here. We shall see. But they're all three kitted up. I explained my process for this video. I can't remember the last time I did a prep video. So what is kitted up and what? And what do we want to work on first? You're supposed to go eat first. I don't want to go eat first. I want to diamond paint. I think we're going to start drills on canvas on this one. So where are the drills? Where are the drills? They're in the armoire. I was like, what is that? It's daylight. Yep. Okay. Rainy day mermaid drills. And so there, I am ready to go. What tray do I want to use on this? Do I want to use... I could do the new Diamond Art Club white one. It would be okay. I have this one from Bella Arde. Oh, this Bella Arde Nicole might be the one. Like, then I have my Firefly. Don't like the size. And then I have, nope, this one. That one with, where'd it go? This pen, right, guys? Yeah, that's it. I'm going to be using my new Yellow Dog with Burnt Rose, and I will probably be using this new Yellow Dog with Sleeping Beauty. So, I am going to let you go. If y'all would be so kind as to boop my snoot. If you're new here, boop the snoot just means hit that like button. It's a quick, free, easy way for you to support the channel, and I think you're awesome when you do so. Also, feel free to share this video with anyone you think might gain enjoyment from it. I promise not to be mad at you. As well as leave me a comment. Tell me, how do you section? How do you prep? What products do you use? Do you have any tips or tricks you'd like me to investigate? Let me know. Other than that, if you haven't done so already, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. It's also quick, easy, and free, and we'd love to have you. I do try to put up diamond painting content on the daily. I don't promise on the daily because I have a life and it sometimes tries to get in the way, but I do try. And we're a little bit of chaos and a whole lot of fun over here. So we would love to have you join us. So until next time, I love y'all. Bye-bye.